booster in everyone's life that he's in. He's like a human exclamation point. Like, he's like when you take a picture on your phone and you put you push the enhance color button. Yeah. That's like what you do to everyone's life. Also, you're so non-judgmental about people, and you were not judgmental about the fact that I knew nothing about the world you were in.
It was the When Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce first stepped out as a couple back in 2023, the internet didn't just react, it exploded. A pop superstar locking arms with an NFL giant. Nobody saw it coming until suddenly it was the only thing anyone could talk about. Fast forward to 2025, and these two aren't just dating casually anymore. They're engaged, crazy in love, and possibly gearing up to cement themselves as one of the most unstoppable power couples of this generation. From the Grammys to the Super Bowl, from exotic trips overseas to cozy family dinners back home, Taylor and Travis are showing the world a love that feels both larger than life and shockingly down to earth at the same time. But here's the real tea. Why does this relationship feel so different? Why does it look healthier, happier, and way more solid than any of Taylor's past high-profile romances? And what exactly makes Travis Kelce stand out in a way no other man in her life ever has? We dug deep and pulled together the 12 undeniable reasons why Travis just might be the man Taylor has been searching for all along. This isn't just another celebrity fling. This could be the fairy tale ending Taylor's been writing about for years, and the kind of love story her fans never thought they'd actually get to see play out in real time. Let's get into it. Reason 12, bold enough to shoot his shot. When people first heard that Travis Kelce tried to hand Taylor Swift a friendship bracelet with his phone number on it at her Eras tour stop in Kansas City, they laughed it off as cute. But let's be real, that move was genius. He didn't know her personally, he didn't have her number, and he didn't try to slide in through some industry plug like most dudes would have done. Travis kept it raw and respectful. He literally made the bracelet himself, went to the show as a fan, and then openly told the whole story on his podcast. No games, no pretending, just a playful gesture that showed guts and sincerity all at once. And here's the kicker. Taylor ate it up. In an interview, she even said, "I thought it was metal as hell." That's not just a compliment. That's her admitting that his boldness cut through the noise of all the calculated, shady ways people usually approach her.
Disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings. So I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her.
You made her a bracelet?
Yeah. If you're up on Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one.
For someone like Taylor, who's been trapped in the messy politics of public relationships and industry hookups, Travis's straightforward energy hit different. He wasn't just confident, he was crystal clear about his interest, and that's exactly what made him stand out from every other man trying to get her attention. Let's be real, dating one of the biggest pop stars on the planet isn't for the faint of heart. The man literally shot his shot in front of millions and then doubled down without shame. That's not just bold, that's legendary. Reason 11, he doesn't just handle her fame, he owns it. Taylor Swift isn't just famous, she's a global empire. More than a singer, she's a cultural force who's dominated the charts for over a decade, turning every move she makes into headlines. With that level of stardom comes fan hysteria, swarms of paparazzi, and non-stop rumors that can crush even the strongest relationships. And we've seen it before. Her ex is folding under the pressure, retreating into the shadows, or straight up resenting the attention that comes with being linked to her. But Travis, he's different. He doesn't just put up with it, he embraces it. This man is front row at her shows, belting out lyrics in the crowd like he's a proud fan himself. He rocks Swiftie merch without shame, waves at cameras with a grin, and makes it crystal clear that he's not intimidated by her spotlight. That's not performative clout chasing, it's pure, genuine support. Travis knows exactly what it means to stand next to someone as massive as Taylor. And instead of competing, he celebrates it. He's not trying to ride her wave, he's out there surfing right beside her, proving he can handle the storm of fame and still make her feel safe and cherished. Reason 10, a star with real humility. Let's not get it twisted. Travis Kelce isn't just Taylor Swift's boyfriend. This man is a living legend in his own lane. a 3-time Super Bowl champion, one of the greatest tight ends to ever touch the field, and the voice behind the wildly successful New Heights podcast. He's got charisma, media savvy, and respect from NFL diehards to diehard Swifties. His reach stretches everywhere. But here's the shocker. Travis doesn't let any of that massive success inflate his ego. He's confident, yes, but he's still grounded. He's accomplished, yes, but never arrogant. That balance is rare in a world where fame usually eats people alive. What makes it even wilder is how comfortable he is with Taylor's bigger-than-life spotlight. Most guys crumble or get insecure when their partner overshadows them, but Travis, he shines right beside her, unfazed by the cameras, the tabloids, or the madness that comes with dating one of the most powerful women on earth. They don't need to compete because they complete each other. He's his own superstar, but he never tries to outshine her. And that humility is what makes this relationship feel different from all the messy ones we've seen before. Travis has already proven himself to the world, and that's exactly why he can stand next to Taylor without flinching. Reason 9, a family man through and through. One of the earliest signs that Taylor and Travis were the real deal wasn't a red carpet moment. It was how easily Taylor slipped into the Kelce family circle. Cameras caught her chatting it up with Travis's mom, Donna, in the stands at Chiefs games, laughing it up with his brother Jason in the VIP suite, and even hugging his dad after big wins. That's not PR. That's genuine warmth and connection. Travis has always been rooted in family. His tight bond with Jason isn't just brotherhood, it's legendary. The way he honors his parents and stays grounded in his roots shows that family isn't an accessory in his life. It's the foundation. And Taylor, she's the same way. She's always been super close to her own parents and brother, so seeing that value mirrored in Travis is a massive green flag. This isn't just a fling built on fame. It's a love story built on shared values. And in a world where celebrity couples often crack under the pressure, Taylor and Travis are showing that when family comes first, the bond only grows stronger. That's the kind of connection that lasts. Reason 8, he unlocks Taylor's pure joy. Ever since Travis stepped into Taylor's world, people can't help but notice she looks lighter, freer, and flat out happier. Gone is the guarded superstar always shielding herself from cameras. Now we see Taylor rocking Chiefs gear, cheering from the stands, high-fiving fans, and laughing openly with friends. That's not just love, it's transformation. Travis brings a playful, vibrant energy everywhere he goes, and it's contagious. His open-hearted vibe makes space for Taylor to breathe, to relax, and to just be herself without constantly performing for the world. With him, she doesn't have to play the role of pop icon. She gets to just be Taylor. And fans have caught on. This isn't the Taylor hiding behind shades, dodging paparazzi, and avoiding the spotlight outside of music. This is the Taylor dancing in box seats, planting kisses on her fiancé after touchdowns, and living the kind of rom-com romance she's been singing about her whole career. For the first time in a long time, Taylor looks like she's not just surviving fame, she's enjoying life again. And that joy, that's the kind of glow only real love can bring. Reason 7, he matches her hustle. Taylor Swift has spent nearly 20 years rewriting the rules of pop superstardom. From dropping back-to-back re-recorded albums to pulling off one of the biggest tours in music history, and now gearing up for TS12, her 12th studio album, her grind is unmatched. She's not just a singer, she's an empire builder. And here's where Travis stands tall. He gets it. This is a man who spent years training his body to perform at the highest level, leading his team to championship after championship, and stacking up Super Bowl rings like trophies on a shelf. He knows the discipline, the sacrifice, and the endless hours it takes to truly dominate in your field. That's why he doesn't just support Taylor's work. He respects it on a deep level. He's lived that grind himself, so he understands what it takes to stay focused and keep building when the world is watching. Instead of competing, they fuel each other, and that shared ambition becomes a glue that keeps them locked in. For a woman who's had to carry so much weight alone, having a partner who matches her drive, not fears it, is a game changer. Together, they're not just a couple, they're a force. Reason 6, he's got emotional intelligence. Travis Kelce isn't just a powerhouse on the field, he's a man who knows himself, and that's rare. He's been open about therapy, about growth, and about evolving into a better version of himself. And that vulnerability sets him apart. He's not hiding behind the tough guy act. He's showing the world that real strength comes from balance. And here's the twist. This lines up perfectly with what Taylor has always valued. She's said it countless times. She's drawn to depth, to people who aren't afraid of tough conversations, who can own their mistakes, and who actually express how they feel. With Travis, she doesn't have to guess what's going on in his head. He'll tell her straight up. That's why this love feels different. With him, she's not just getting a protector who can hold her down in public. She's also getting a partner who can sit across the table, open up, and talk through the real stuff. With Travis, Taylor gets the best of both worlds. Someone who can lift heavy weights and lift a conversation. Someone strong enough to tackle linebackers and vulnerable enough to say what's on his heart. That balance, that's everything. Reason 5, he supports her without ever trying to control her. Here's where Travis really flips the script. He's not threatened by Taylor's independence one bit. In past relationships, we've seen guys get uncomfortable, jealous, or even try to dim her light. But Travis, he's the opposite. He's not pulling her away from the spotlight or asking her to slow down. He's front row, cheering her on louder than anyone. Taylor doesn't have to shrink herself, compromise, or play small to keep this love alive. She gets to be the full version of herself. A global performer, a songwriter, a cultural force, and Travis embraces every part of it. He doesn't just tolerate her power, he celebrates it, and that's the difference. Instead of being intimidated, he amplifies her shine. He's the hype man, the support system, and the steady presence who proves you don't have to control someone to love them. You lift them up and let them fly even higher. That's the dream right there. A partner who's secure enough in himself that your power doesn't scare him. It excites him. And that's exactly why Travis is in a whole different league. Reason 4, he always shows up. In a world full of excuses, Travis Kelce proves that when it comes to love, he makes no excuses. Whether it's walking red carpets, standing on the sidelines at her concerts, flying cross-country between NFL games, or carving out time just to be by her side, Travis consistently shows up. That kind of presence says everything. The man is in one of the most demanding careers on earth, yet in 2024, right in the middle of the NFL season, he still jetted off to Europe just to be with Taylor during her Eras tour. That wasn't just cute, that was major. It showed that even with the world pulling him in 100 directions, he prioritized her without hesitation. And that's the secret. Showing up is love in action. It's one thing to say you care, but it's another to prove it over and over again, no matter how chaotic life gets. Travis doesn't just talk about commitment, he lives it. For Taylor, who's had relationships crumble under the weight of fame and distance, this consistency is everything. Travis isn't just in her corner when it's convenient. He's there always. And that's how you know this bond is built to last. Reason 3, they're dreaming the same future. One of the biggest signs Taylor and Travis are the real deal is how perfectly their visions for the future align. In past interviews, Taylor has softly hinted that she wants children someday, saying she hopes to have a family when the time feels right, and that motherhood is something she sees in her story. And Travis, he's been just as open. He's a natural around kids, super close with his nieces and nephews, and has even joked on his podcast about wanting a big, bustling family one day. He's not just saying it. He lights up when the topic comes up, and that speaks volumes. Now, with Taylor's Eras tour behind her and TS12 on the way, the timing finally looks like it's starting to line up. They're both in their mid-30s, both financially and emotionally stable, and both thinking long-term in a way that feels serious, not speculative. For two people who've conquered their worlds separately, the idea of them building a family together isn't just sweet, it's powerful. It's like the final chapter of their love story is already being written, and fans can't help but watch closely for what comes next. Reason 2, he's not a project, he's a partner. Here's the thing, so many high-achieving women end up dating men who become projects. They pour energy into fixing, uplifting, or managing them, only to lose themselves in the process. And let's be real, Taylor has been there before. She's carried the emotional labor, taken on the complexity, and even dimmed parts of herself just to keep past relationships afloat. But Travis, he's a whole different story. He's emotionally grounded, secure in who he is, and crystal clear about what he brings to the table. He doesn't need Taylor to build him up, and he definitely doesn't want her to shrink herself just to make him comfortable. That's the game changer. With Travis, it's not about one person carrying the other, it's about standing side by side. He wants to be her equal, her partner, her ride or die, and that balance is exactly what Taylor has been missing. For someone who's lived so much of her life in extremes, either fully in control or completely drained, that kind of stability isn't just refreshing, it's priceless. This isn't a fixer-upper situation. This is a powerhouse partnership. Reason 1, he loves every version of her. Most people fall in love with the idea of Taylor Swift, the icon on stage, the flawless performer, the red lips, the heels, and the stadium-shaking guitar solos. But Travis, he's not just enchanted by the image, he's in love with all of her. He adores the songwriter scribbling in notebooks, the goofy side-cracking jokes, the cat mom cuddling her pets, the introvert binging documentaries, the nerd obsessed with word games, and the homebody who bakes cookies at midnight. To him, Taylor isn't a fantasy or a symbol. She's a person. And maybe, after years of people projecting their own dreams onto her, that's the ultimate gift for Taylor. To finally be loved fully and simply, just as herself. Yes, Travis is an elite athlete, a media personality, and a superstar in his own right. But the magic is deeper than his resume. He's patient when she needs space, present when she needs grounding, fun when she needs joy, and kind in all the ways that truly matter. He doesn't just fit into her world, he makes her world bigger, brighter, and safer. And that's why, more than the headlines, more than the trophies, more than the fame, Travis Kelce just might be the man Taylor Swift has been dreaming of all along. And there you have it, 12 undeniable reasons why Travis Kelce isn't just another chapter in Taylor Swift's story. He might just be the final one. From his humility to his hustle, from showing up in the stands to showing up in her heart, Travis has proven he's not intimidated by her fame. He embraces it. He doesn't just love the superstar, he loves the woman behind it all. Every single version of her. This isn't the kind of Hollywood fling that fizzles out under flashing lights. This feels like the real deal, the once-in-a-generation love story that even Taylor's music can barely capture. And if the way these two are moving now is any sign of the future, we could be witnessing the rise of one of the most legendary power couples of our time. But what do you think? Are Taylor and Travis truly in game, or is this love story still too good to be true? Drop your thoughts below, because you already know we'll be watching every twist, every headline, and every touchdown kiss right here. For more stories that shake the industry, stir the drama, and break down the truth no one else will tell you, make sure you're locked into BarzBuzz.